The people of Sodom's town were evil and did not believe in Allah. They used to obstruct the roads, betray their own friends, and deal with each other immorally. They did not deny evil. Also, they increased their crime record with another crime no one had ever seen before in the whole world. They approached men with desire instead of women. That is why Allah sent His Prophet LUT to guide them to the right path, invite them to worship Allah, the only God, and stop them from doing bad deeds and obscenities. LUT's call collided with harsh, arrogant hearts. So they decided to kick him out with his family out of the village, but he resisted them back strongly. Days, months, and years had passed away, and he kept calling them without anyone but his family believing in him. Even not all of his family believed in him, because his wife was an infidel. And when LUT despaired of guiding them to believe in Allah after he tried with every possible way, he asked Allah to support him over these spoilers and punish them. So, Allah responded to his prayers and sent him angels in the form of human men, where no one can compete them for their beauty and handsomeness. They were sent to them to punish them for what they had done, and on their way to enter the village, they found LUT's daughter filling her water pot from the river. She raised her head and saw them, so they asked her to accept them as her father's guests. She felt pity for them from her people who they used to assault strangers. Then she said, "Don't come in till I tell my father and come back to you." She sped to her father to tell him. So LUT rushed toward them. He barely saw them. He was anguished for them and felt for them great discomfort and said, "This is a tiring day." Then they asked him to host them. He was ashamed from them, but he walked with them and told them that the people of this village are malicious and corrupt people and causing constant corruption on earth. LUT kept on walking with the guests till night descended up on the village. He took his guests to his house without anyone seeing them. When his wife saw them, she sneaked out quickly without her husband feeling it, and rushed to her people to tell them the news that was spread quickly. People came running, and they stood next to the doorstep of his house. LUT went wishing for the best and said, "Fear Allah, and don't make me ashamed with my guests. You must be generous with the guests, and not humiliating them." Unfortunately, LUT's words didn't touch their cruel hearts, and he felt vulnerable. So he came in angry and locked his doors. The strangers who hosted them were sitting calm and silent, and that made him astonished. The beating from the people increased on the door. LUT wished if he had enough power to stop them.
وجاءه قومه يهرعون إليه ومن قبل كانوا يعملون السيئات قال يا قوم هؤلاء بناتي هن أطهر لكم فاتقوا الله ولا تخزوني في ضيفي أليس منكم رجل رشيد قالوا لقد علمت ما لنا في بناتك من حق وإنك لتعلم ما نريد قال لو أن لي بكم قوة أو آوي إلى ركن شديد قالوا يا لوط إنا رسل ربك لن يصلوا إليك فأسر بأهلك بقطع من الليل ولا يلتفت منكم أحد إلا امرأتك إنه مصيبها ما أصابهم إن موعدهم الصبح أليس الصبح بقريب.
Then the guests said, "Don't panic or fear. We are Allah's angels, and those people won't reach you." And they ordered him to take his family and go out at night. They explained for him that his wife is a disbeliever and that she would be afflicted with what befell the disbelievers. And the due date for their torture will be in the morning. At night, Lut went out with his family, and when morning approached, Allah's promise came. Gabriel pulled off with the end of his wing their 7 towns, lifted them all to the sky, and turned them upside down back to the earth. And during the fall, the sky was raining rocks from hell. They were perished, and their towns were disappeared, and his wife was also perished with them. The story of Lut ended and fell from the memory of the world and all the living creatures.
فلما جاء أمرنا جعلنا عاليها سافلها وأمطرنا عليها حجارة من سجيل منضود مسومة عند ربك وما هي من الظالمين ببعيد.